all good looks. I mean, his shot selection has been terrific throughout the game.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Aldridge and Lopez are down low. Lillard and Matthews pair up in the backcourt. And it's Wright in the small forward. Love kicks to Irving. Pass to Waiters. He feeds it to James. Cleveland moving it around. Here's Irving. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
Terrific defensive play to cut him off and square up.
And he took a shot. Excellent toughness to get in there and make a play. I love that kind of work.
Everything appeared to be lined up for Cleveland to get back into the playoffs last year, but that just wasn't the case. A lot of what-ifs for them last season.
And with another top pick on the roster, Kevin, and a youthful team, they were a popular pick before the season to play postseason games, but they still needed some season.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Yes, Kevin, Cavaliers head coach David Blatt, unknown here in the United States, but he spent the last 2 decades establishing himself as the premier coach in Europe. Last season, he led Maccabi Tel Aviv to an upset EuroLeague title. One GM described the team as, quote, outgunned at every position except coach. Kevin, it's been his dream to coach in the NBA.
Many consider him a genius-level coach. Doris, thanks. We'll see how he does.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
And now for Cleveland. They still have the youth to grow, but with LeBron on board, the sky for them is the limit.
As are the expectations. This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Shot's good by Waiters.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
And Aldridge slams it in. They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2 points possible. And on a fierce finish.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D. And I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
And one more note about Cleveland. Everyone will now assume that they will make the playoffs this year, but the ultimate goal is a title, something that hasn't happened in the city of Cleveland for any major sport in a long time. Probably 64, I think, may be the last title.
Again, you're right on it. And it's Dion Waiters with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's one of the few mistakes they've made this half. Turnovers haven't been an issue for them yet.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anderson Varejao. That's his first foul. Lillard attacking. Drops in the layup for 2. And now just a 4-point Cavalier lead.
The soft finger roll is just one of the many finishing moves he has in his bag of shot making.
And the rebound goes to Lopez. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the San Antonio Spurs.
And that's the kind of loss that sticks with you for a while, guys, because they were probably the better team that night. They just couldn't put the game away.
You know, Steve, you'd almost rather get beaten by double digits than know you should have won it, but didn't. Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
The Cavaliers have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
Well, one of the better free throw shooting teams in the NBA. They're hitting about 80% from the line this year.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Damian Lillard, a scoring point guard, great three-point shooter, able to hit from deep range off the dribble, you name it. And of course, hit probably the biggest shot of the playoffs last year, that game winner that ended the series against Houston.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Chris Kaman is checked in for Lopez. Robinson comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. McCollum's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And Barton subbed in for Damian Lillard. Love dishes to James. Portland grabs the miss. And for Lillard, not just a long-range threat, he's great running that pick and roll, driving and kicking to set up his teammates.
Yeah, he's really excellent in ball handling situations in that pick and roll. I mean, he can get his shot if guys go under. He can split the screen. He can create shots for other people. He's a real handful, and his athleticism is very sneaky, scary.
And Portland making a change here. Rabs checked in.
You know, he understandably doesn't like what's going on out there, and that's why he wants to talk things over during this timeout.
I think this is a good time to call a timeout. They just need to hit pause for a second and then reset as well.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And as with any timeout at this point of the game, important to go over the strategies that are working and those that are needed in terms of adjustments. And, of course, the opportunity, guys, to get hydrated with Gatorade before coming back out of the floor. We've seen some good action so far, and there's more of it to come.
Yeah, this game has been physical, it's been fast, it's been high-paced, so anytime you're in a situation like this where it's really a hard-fought game, it's critical to keep yourself hydrated throughout.
LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Portland.
A little over-eager right there, left his feet too early.
And if you're already boxed out, you got to try to work to get around. Otherwise, it's a surefire foul.
Robinson passes to McCollum. Here is Lillard. 12 points for him. They grab their own miss. The kick out to Matthews. For the lead, here's Robinson. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
He was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Off target with that. The Cavaliers shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Irving and Waiters, the guards. The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. And it's Varejao in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Three-pointer, Lillard. No good. Cavaliers go the other way with it. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
Unstoppable offense from both teams. I love the pace this game has been played at.
So does everybody else in the building. This has been a fun one.
Will Barton, he's checked in for Portland. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on what Terry Stotts had to say in his huddle. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said, they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
And James throws it down hard. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying hard to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, Marcus?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure.
Such a huge play, guys. I mean, that's a 4-point swing possible. Tremendous steal and conversion right there.
Yeah, and the game is literally hanging in the balance. So a play like that can become an igniter, a possible game changer.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
Well, and at this stage of such a tight game, I think this is when tired legs start to show. And the defense can become vulnerable in the low block.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, I love it. He gets there first, absorbs the contact. Nice play defensively.
No flop there. He took that one right in the chest.
And here's Matthews from the arc. And that one's good.
Another good look there, and that's his second three-pointer of the game.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. For the Trailblazers, Thomas Robinson comes in for Robin Lopez. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Barton.
Cavs tried to make a push for the playoffs last season, in a way going against the grain, but instead a disappointing season when it was all over. The coach and front office questioning the team's effort level.
James kicks to Irving. Aldridge with the block. Pass to McCollum. The three. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 7th assist in the game. The drive by James. Matthews with the rebound. Matthews has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Out to the wing. Lillard with it. And it's Waiters picking him up. Back to Matthews. And powered down. The jam. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
You know, quite honestly, Kevin and Steve, I mean, this game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Well, then let's root for overtime. Why not?
Inside. And there's Lillard on the assist by Matthews. 16 points for Lillard.
He's got a lot of momentum going with his own game. He's been great today. Just as hot as he was last time out. Boy, he's lighting it up from long range this half. Really taking advantage of the defense.
Lillard, right side. There's 1:40 left in the 4th. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
James.
Superb move inside, and it could not come at a better time. What a smart finisher he is.
Irving against Lillard. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Clock at 6. He dishes it to Aldridge. Lets it go from the wing. They get it again. Kicks it out to Lillard. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Terrific defensive play to cut him off and square up.
He took a shot, excellent toughness to get in there and make a play. I love that kind of work.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Lopez comes in for Thomas Robinson. And it's Wright in for C.J. McCollum. And the Cavaliers call time here. The score is tied at 7. 1:02 left in the 4th. Not even look now for Portland. Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Wright.
Well, let's forgive him for that turnover. It's the only one he's committed today.
Matthews, no one around him. Sinks it.
Not too many of those shots were dropping for him in the first half, but it's been a different story here in the second.
Here's LeBron. Rips it down. And the foul. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Boy, is it tough to stop LeBron right now. He's got ice water in his veins, fellas. No way he's going to miss from the line when the game's still hanging in the balance. I've seen him make too many in this situation.
A crucial basket.
They needed it, and he gave it to him.
41 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And they double him up with LeBron. To the left wing. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And on the way from Irving for 3. Portland's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. McCollum dishes to Lillard. The kick out to Matthews. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're up by 2. Just 4 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Here's Lillard. Money! Well, guys, for a point guard, he can punch it.
Yes, sir. I mean, that would have been unheard of about a decade and a half ago, seeing a guy bounce like that at his size.
Good point.